most of them will end up being. There's a movie coming out. It's a little small indie film. You know, it's got a small $100 or $100 million budget. Comes out Friday. We're going to talk about the previous adaptations. Who am I kidding? You've already seen the thumbnail. We're talking about Batman, not the new one because we haven't seen it yet, but we're going to go ahead and talk about the ones.
Talk about it a little bit.
We're going to talk about a little bit. We're not going to get into the fact that they have already started putting out reviews, and I'd rather not read them right now. But welcome to the Batman episode. And no, we will not make terrible ice puns. I promise. This is my co-host Chantel, by the way.
As always.
Every week. So how's it been?
I'm excited, man. I'm just waiting for Thursday. Like, I keep asking, like, is it Thursday yet? Is it Thursday yet? I'm just legit waiting for Thursday.
Yeah, me too. Except you know, well, I am excited for Thursday because I will get to watch it together. However, being a more heavy movie critic as I would like to consider, because I mean we are pretty close, but I'm just a little bit over it than you because you kind of didn't really do movie critic stuff until I brought you into this world.
Right. It like
much
personal, just personal, just
yeah. So I'm actually got the advantage to be able to go see the fan screening on Tuesday, which is today when this drops. So you won't know my thoughts until Thursday night at the earliest.
Because if he spoiled it, then roasted and toasted.
Roasted and toasted. I am drinking Vengeance today. I won't tell you what's in it because it's definitely not Vengeance, but you drink enough of these, you'll have vengeance in the morning. I'll tell you what. But
man, I bet you're stoked about tomorrow.
Yes, I am. I definitely. It's gonna be great, except for the small little tiny part where I have to go. Unfortunately, see it in Concord seats again, so I'll be sitting in those IMAX seats for 3 hours twice this week,
which is crummy.
I couldn't do North Lake.
I wonder why they don't upgrade those. Like they get a lot of business
because they've. Well, I mean, think about it. They were the first theater to upgrade all of the other theaters into like reclining seats and stuff. So, and also they haven't made enough money, even with pandemic purposes, to be able to probably do that. But who knows? Once the other theater ends up closing down out of bankruptcy, they'll probably consider.
I dig it.
Because I mean, think about it. AMC Concord used to not have a Dolby Cinema.
Right.
At one point, the first movie that showed in Dolby Cinema was Guardians 2.
Gotcha. They'll just take Northlake's IMAX seats and put them into Concord. It's like recycling.
Could you imagine if they cut out the entire? Well, here's also the other thing. There's so many movies coming out IMAX that they don't have the time. They'd be losing a lot of revenue by not being able to do that. But I guarantee you, it would be a really helpful thing if they were to bring in recliner seats for the IMAX theater.
It's definitely not going to be reclining, but they still need to update it like they did Northlake.
If I ever win the lottery, I'm going to handle a huge chunk of cash to fix your shit.
Right. But we already talked about it. They're not going to do reclining because if you do reclining, there's less amount of seats.
That's so fine. Less amount of seats, more showtime sold out.
But it'll be cheating. Yeah. For IMAX at least. But I don't know. But they just need to update the seats.
So we're here today to talk about all of the Batman stuff that isn't Adam West or some of the animated stuff because I haven't watched all of it, but we're going to talk about most of it. And we're going to decide kind of who we consider to be the best like version of Batman so far. We are gonna do this. We are because I want to get toasted in the comments for being wrong.
Oh my god, bro! You Jesus.
Listen, I'm gonna say this at the top of the show, and I guarantee it's not going to be the same by the end of this. Kevin Conroy is the best Batman.
Oh, okay. You going all the way back, huh?
Well, you know, Michael Keaton was all right. Kevin Conroy is a good Batman. There's a reason why he's animated. He's been the voice of him for 30 plus years.
That doesn't count.
Sure, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Fine then.
Live action portrayal is way different than voice acting. And don't get me wrong, shout out to all the voice actors because it's a lot of dope voice actors.
Kevin Conroy did actually, he was Batman once live action.
So you basing his one performance?
No, I'm basing his voice acting and everything. Also, I give a lot of flack to most of the Batman films for a specific reason, and I get why it's not good cinematically, but none of them have the cape and cowl and the white, the white eyes. Not. They have to show their eyes, and it's like, you're not. Why?
The only reason why they would legitimately have to show the pupils and all that other stuff like a human eye is because if not, it's just going to be a film over the cowl, like over the little mask. And to me, that takes away from Batman being a live action Batman. They kind of did it in Batman versus Superman.
No, that's the only time I was okay with it. I was like, good, finally some real representation here.
Yeah.
I mean, Batman's not supposed to be emotional. He's pretty much the stoic and just like, I'm not gonna emote anything. I'm calculating and cold. That's kind of how he is.
And that's the reason why I feel like Michael Keaton did a superb job with being Batman, because no emotions or anything like that. Like majority of the emotions that he done, like you can see his eyes, and like he's acting with his eyes, man.
And George Clooney was great.
You said what?
I said George Clooney was great.
Oh Jesus!
I can't say that with a straight face.
Did you really say George Clooney, man?
Listen,
this is what we should start doing, bro. We should play like a drinking game while we do the podcast. Because you said George Clooney, you had to take a drink. I ought to take a drink too.
Well, but,
we're getting ahead of ourselves. So
right.
let's go.
All right. Do we want to talk about some of the animated stuff first and then get into the live action?
The animated stuff I want to talk about is the Batman show. The Batman show was fucking amazing.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest here. I don't think I ever watched the 90s. I don't remember watching all of it. I remember watching some of it. Let's see. There's Kevin Conroy's The Batman animated series, which was where Harley Quinn first came up into original character, I believe. Right.
I remember not wasting time, but I remember drawing a whole lot of characters from the 1995 Batman.
I don't remember watching a lot of that. I do remember watching Batman Beyond quite a bit.
I guess that's more around your time, your age frame when Batman Beyond was on. It was all right.
Batman Beyond was 1999 to 2001.
Right. More of your time.
I was between the ages of 1 or not even 1 and like 3.
Wait a minute, I thought you was born in like 96.
98.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, I only turned 24 in like a month and a half.
Damn, bro.
No, but Batman Beyond was good. You know why I like Batman Beyond so much? We got to see an older Bruce Wayne, which we don't ever see in the live action stuff to that extent. We don't see him training somebody. And I'm pretty sure the one episode or one movie that I like the most when it comes to animated stuff up until recently, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker was one of my favorites.
For sure. You know what? I don't even think I've seen it before.
It had the Joker, Mark Hamill. Oh, wow. Apparently, that movie was actually released in theaters.
What, Batman Beyond?
Yeah.
The movie.
Oh, no, it was directed video, but it had to be edited heavily because of the Columbine high school shooting.
Oh no, that sucks.
Yeah, well, there's an uncut version, I guess, which is kind of dumb because the uncut version's like 3 minutes longer. But it also had Kevin Conroy in it as the older Batman. I thought it was fantastic. You know, I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be an opinion that some people don't like. I don't care that it's animated. Mark Hamill is the best Joker. Nobody can do Joker like Mark Hamill.
As far as the voice, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Animated wise,
Because here's
voice
the thing.
acting,
Anytime I ever hear like newer stuff with the Joker in it, and I don't hear Mark Hamill in the animated stuff, I go, why? I mean, I get why he's getting older now, but like no one can be Mark Hamill Joker except there was I don't remember what show it was. There was a show that they did with Batman where the Joker looked weird as could be. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was, I don't know. One being Joker looked like a really weird person. I think it was like, man, I'm pissed. I don't even remember what I'm talking about here.
Well, while you looking at the only thing I can say about Mark Hamill being Batman, the Joker's voice, is that in anything else that he plays in, and he does like the evil guy voice, it's the Joker.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm irritated. Oh, you know what? No, it is the Batman animated TV series. The Joker looked stupid. Like he looked like more reggae than Joker.
What? You talking about the animated series?
Yeah.
The 1990s animated series?
I don't know. It's what it says. I'm gonna send you a picture. You're gonna. I guarantee you're gonna be right with me on this one. I don't like the way he looks. Do this. Do this.
Nah, you can't be sending me this one.
Sending you which one? No.
That's not this right here isn't the 1990s Joker.
It's what it says. The Batman animated series Joker.
Right, but it's not the 1990s animated series Joker.
Oh, sorry. This one was the Batman, which was a 2004 series. Okay.
Exactly.
And Batman versus Dracula.
Yeah.
What a dumb movie.
But yeah, man, I feel like Mark Hamill, like in any other role that he played, he's like a bad guy. Like if you ever seen Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, like he's in there, he kind of sounds like Batman. I mean, Batman. Oh, I keep fucking saying Batman. Joker. I mean, he sounds like the Joker. It was another show that Mark Hamill plays in as the voice actor, and he sounds just like the Joker. Like I feel like if you're gonna be the Joker, and that's an iconic voice that you do, if you're gonna play anything else, like leave that voice for the Joker. Make up another voice.
You know, I'm pretty sure he re-voiced the Joker on like Robot Chicken.
I'm pretty sure.
I know what you're talking about. You're thinking of Mark Hamill when he voiced Skeletor.
Yes, Skeletor. Boom. Sounds just like the Joker, bro.
I'm okay with that. They don't look like Joker.
Of course not.
Because if Joker looks like that, children would be having nightmares.
But I bet you, if you just bring somebody in blind that knows Mark Hamill played the Joker, and you like blindfold them and you watch He-Man without giving cues away saying He-Man or something like that, I guarantee you they think you was watching Batman.
Let's be honest. If most people are blind and they're watching a show, they're not watching a show.
I was saying if you blindfold them like as a joke, this guy.
I mean, also, let's put it this way. If they're watching He-Man of today and saying this is a good show, even blindfolded, they didn't watch the Batman animated series. Let's be honest. They don't know who the Joker is. They're the Joker.
But yeah, the Joker from the 1990s Batman animated series was fire.
But let's get into the Batman. we'll come back around to the animated stuff, because the animated stuff is I'm looking more into like the movie animated stuff,
For sure.
since we're on movie topics. So okay, we've got Michael Keaton, who did Batman and Batman Returns. Batman being the first time that people got to see a darker take on the character, because they tried to go away from the Adam West campiness that made him unpopular, even though people liked the Adam West stuff.
Right.
In hindsight.
First live action movie. First live action
superhero. Well, no, that's not true, because Superman came out in the 70s.
First mainstream, I'll say. First mainstream, like
commercially successful.
Profile. Right.
But I'm gonna be honest, over time, I don't like the first one as much as I used to. I do think that the Joker in it is not as jokery as he could have been, even for Jack Nicholson, which, if you've seen The Shining, you know that man has some range of psychopath. I just don't think he was psychopathic enough. I don't think he lost his mind enough to be able to portray the Joker properly. But being that it is the first live action Joker, I will let it slide. But I don't watch it and go, wow, that was a great Joker thing. Oh, you just put Jack Nicholson in makeup and, gave him a bit of a more Joker. I mean, Michael Keaton acted more crazy than him in a couple of those scenes than Joker.
I'm going to have to agree to disagree, because...
Listen, Michael Keaton could have played a better Joker.
But then he would have just been Beetlejuice.
I know, that's the point.
So you like to see the psycho deranged, like,
yes,
out of this mind Joker.
The Joker,
but you gotta understand, and I guess I'm giving them credit, but you gotta understand, it's just what we were just saying. This is like kind of one of the first mainstream superhero movies. The property back then, they wanted to baby it to make sure they didn't like fuck it up, things of that nature. So the way that they portray the Joker, to me, especially back then in that particular time frame, was amazing. Because I mean, how much more deranged and crazy could you get? You really couldn't shoot nobody. You really couldn't show any like blood like that, because it was a comic book movie. So I think it was pretty fucking dope. And they actually did show blood when Batman punched him in his mouth.
Oh, okay. So this is crazy. I didn't know this. So the filming of that movie took place from October 1988 to January 1989. And remember, the movie came out in June of 89.
Right.
That is very close. Also, guess the budget for a 1989 film.
Jesus, how much?
35 to 48 million. You know what's crazy? That's how much the budget is for that, and that came out in 89. The new one is only $100 million budget.
It's dope, though.
Yeah, it means more practical. But when it came out, it made $411 million off of that, and at the time was the 5th highest grossing film of all time.
Exactly, bro.
And now it's probably not even close to 50. But that's what happens.
Yeah. So,
also, it's because of this film, its success inspired the Batman series, the animated series, because that came out after that.
Right.
And paving the way for the DC animated universe.
Right, because even Batman the animated series in the 90s, even that shit was dark. Like if you really like watch it and look at it, that shit was dark.
Well, yeah, and there are like a bunch of shots from like within the animated series that inspired live action shots for the newer movies.
For sure, that's dope.
They're like, then came Batman Returns, about 3 years later, and that one might be my favorite of the earlier movies. I liked how dark it was.
I think if I would have to choose one, and I'm including Batman Forever, because to be quite honest, Batman Forever is my favorite Batman of all time. A Batman movie.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could only choose one, like I really couldn't just like sit there, I think I would have to say Batman Returns.
Yeah, it's funny. This is actually the second time we've talked about Batman Returns on this podcast in the last 2 months. Because the last time was
awesome.
Well, no, because the last time we talked about it, I was telling you that it's not a Christmas film, and yet you think it is.
Yeah, it's definitely, bro. We're not even gonna go back there. It's definitely a fucking Christmas movie, bro.
Listen, I gotta promote our other episodes because nobody watched them.
Hey, they're gonna go back and be like, oh my god, these are gems. We should have been watching this.
Right. Yeah, no, but like, okay, Danny DeVito was pretty. I mean, the grotesqueness of like body horror of him was amazing. Well, it's not. Let's not say amazing. It was disgusting, but in ways that
cinema wise, it was amazing.
And probably the best Catwoman up until maybe this one. I don't know.
I agree with you on that. Definitely definitely the best Catwoman up until we see what Zoe Kravitz does.
I mean, Halle Berry was a close second, but
who you said? Who?
Halle Berry.
You said who? As Catwoman?
I never watched that film. They consider that part of the Batman universe. I said no, it's not. No, Anne Hathaway was all right.
Audience, please drink responsibly. We're at home. We're not going anywhere. Drink responsibly.
Unless you're watching this at midday, and then don't drink at all.
All right, that part. But no, Batman Returns. Okay, so you already know me. You know when I watch movies, I go off of feelings. And if you know me now, the way I feel about movies, imagine how I was back then. Like the nostalgia I get from Batman Returns. Like I'm so young, and I remember when that movie came out, it was a McDonald's Happy Meal tie-in to where like you get a Happy Meal and you get like the little Batman toys from the movie. Like I remember all of that shit. You say what?
I'm pretty sure there was controversy about them having Happy Meal toys for this very dark film that was not aimed for kids.
Was it? Let me see.
Well, I can tell you the reason we got Batman Forever and Batman and Robin is because not only did this movie make less than the last one, but people thought it was too dark. They weren't ready. They weren't ready for another dark film. But my thing is, Warner Brothers, okay, so this one had an $80 million budget, so twice the amount of the first one, and it only made $266 million when it came out. Damn. Critics praised its action sequences and performances, but its PG-13 rating was criticized due to the dark tone and violence, which is fair. However, there is a what? Okay, I didn't know this. Okay, well, I guess it's fairly obvious, but it didn't. Now I'm seeing it. The Flash and Batgirl, both that are going to have Michael Keaton back as Batman, directly pick up from Batman Returns.
So it does away with the other ones?
Those don't exist.
Sweet. Besides Batman Forever. Batman Forever gotta go.
I think Batman Forever needs to do what they have sitting in a shelf.
Don't do that. What you just said.
What?
But no, I would see why the Michael Keaton Batman would pick up after Batman Returns, because that was the last time he played Batman.
Yeah, the only reason I'm saying it, and it kind of shocks me, is just because I don't seeing it actually written out is more like I don't really think about that. It's like obviously common sense wise, that's obviously going to be the case, but seeing it written out is like, oh, yeah, right. That is right. Also, what'd you say? Don't say. I just said that they have a better version of Batman Forever sitting in their shelves waiting.
Oh, okay. I
for enough bullies to come out and force them their hand.
Oh, I thought you were saying to leave Batman Forever on the shelf.
No, they need to take off the good version of that movie that they have laying on a shelf somewhere.
Oh, gotcha. So you're saying there's a better version than what they put out?
There is a version that the director actually directed and wasn't touched by the studio, kind of like Justice League. But okay, I'm gonna say this, and I said it already. Batman Returns, Probably Michael Keaton's best. I mean, obviously he only has two, but his best Batman performance. Best movie from that era too. The early, like, and out of the first four movies that came out, it is the better one of them all.
I guess I'll give it to you. Yeah, like I say, that would have to be like.
Well, because he got comfortable. He got
Returns.
Yeah, he got more comfortable in his role in that second one than he was in the first one. Because I mean, those suits are uncomfortable. Come on.
Right. Yeah, Batman Returns. I would say if I could only pick one from that era, it would be Batman Returns.
Yeah. Also, man, those guys must have had to deal with some real body powder because that would have been causing so much chafing. And being stuck in a rubber suit for 10 hours a day. Oh, the smell.
If we're gonna talk about the other Batmans, can we like not talk about them a whole lot, like Val Kilmer and George Clooney? Like,
well, I mean, I have to talk about Val Kilmer's Batman.
Yeah, this Batman Forever.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever said this, but through my grandmother's maiden side, I am directly, well, maybe not directly, indirectly, a part of Val Kilmer's family. Like, we're like distant cousins that I've never met and probably never will because he's an old person.
What is this, like 7 degrees of separation?
I think it's like third cousin. I don't really see my cousins anyway, so like I don't really know how that works. You have first cousin, second, and third. It's like what? So first is directly related, second's like somewhere, and then third's like pretty out there, but still related somehow. So Val Kilmer, if you ever watch this, which I don't see why you would, because why? Hello, I'm your cousin to a third degree of separation. You were good in Top Gun, and you were a decent Batman. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. He was pretty decent because.
Oh, you know what?
Batman Forever.
One sec. Tombstone was your best film though, so sorry.
Yeah, I agree. The Western movie.
Yeah, I never saw the Doors one though, where he played like Van Morrison.
Oh my God! Why did I want him to die?
Huh?
I said, why did I want him to die? Like, he's still alive.
He's not dead. He did have cancer though, I think, in his throat.
Yeah, he was doing bad. It was like a Hulu.
He's only 62.
Okay.
No, but okay. Batman Forever. So when I first watched this, I thought, man, this is a stupid movie.
Really?
Well, I mean, come on. It's not dark like the other two. It became campy. And let's be honest, I don't really care about Chris O'Donnell as Robin when he's like an adult already.
Bro, we got Kiss from a Rose by Seal on the soundtrack, bro.
Yeah, a song that Seal hates.
Still, I love it.
It's Nicole Kidman, great, cool. She was great in it. If only she had done an AMC ad for then and not now. Because, maybe then she would have actually been true in making movies better. Jim Carrey as the Riddler. He's great. I am interested in seeing a better version of the Riddler that's more grounded and less flashy. Two-Face, not 100% okay with that choice.
Yeah.
I wanted Billy D. Williams to be the Two-Face because he was set up to be it, and then he never got it.
Which would have been dope.
Yeah. The movie was all right. But I don't know. When they start going towards campiness with Batman, I just take him less seriously and therefore enjoy it less. However, it did work in their favor because it was $100 million budget, which is okay. Let's just pause for a second. I know I've already said the new one's $100 million, but look at this: $100 million for today, and we've seen trailers for it, and yet that same budget went towards Batman Forever, and look how that went. I mean, I get it. It's 1995. It's early 90s. Their technology is not as advanced as it is today, or the cameras for that matter. But I feel like I don't know. It made $336 million, so it made more than the last one and caught close to the fourth or the first one. So,
Man, this movie is amazing, bro.
it's alright.
I didn't like the Batmobile. I didn't like the Batmobile.
I don't know. I haven't watched in a while. Here's the thing. Right now, they have a thing on the internet called hashtag release the Schumacher cut movement.
For Batman Forever?
Yes, because there are cuts that were made from the movie or to the movie based on audience reactions during test screenings, right? Those scenes have always been available since the release. And there's an entirely dedicated deleted scenes selection among the bonus content on one of their discs. And the thing is, there is an extended cut out there that is more serious. Bruce has a vision of a human-sized bat. Less of an emphasis on Dick Grayson, because we don't need to see him as much. And a focus on Bruce's psychological issues with Chase. Has 50 extra minutes of footage that they have for a film that could have been almost as long as the new Batman film, and it would have been better.
I actually remember seeing the human-sized bat. It was in like one of the early trailers to like where he was running and the bat was behind him. He's like super huge.
Yeah, my thing is this movie could have been, and still could be, a take on the psychological or psychology behind his trauma that has caused him to be Batman. Now, we've kind of seen that in different versions of Batman, but we've never really deeply delved into it like that. Maybe we will with this one. Who knows? No one knows until, a couple days from now or 24 hours from now.
For you, at least.
Yeah. Also, Kilmer showed up at a DC fandom last year that fueled fan speculation about a so-called Schumacher cut.
I wish.
And a screenwriter for the movie revealed in a YouTube interview this year, last year, that he had seen the original cut of the film, and he expects a rebirth for the movie coming up because all the footage still exists in order for them to be able to make a director's cut.
Right. I think they should do it.
They should do it in honor of Joel Schumacher, who died 2 years ago.
Right.
But that's
I'll legit watch it.
I enjoy it for what it is. I think it's cheesy. But luckily the next film on this list definitely caused me to like this one more.
Oh shit.
And appreciated it more. Also, we got Batman versus Robin. I used to see you.
I knew you was gonna say that shit.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it right. I can't do it. I can't do it all.
Oh, you was being facetious.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
You one ugly motherfucker.
But no. Was you being facetious about Batman and Robin, or you really like that fucking movie?
No, I'm saying because of Batman and Robin, I like Batman Forever way more now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Because I didn't like Batman Forever because it was not as good as the second one. But then I saw the fourth one and I was like, oh no, this one at least didn't go full out care like stupid.
Batman and Robin was a legit cash grab. That's when they were just like pulling at straws trying to get something.
Well, guess what? It didn't work.
Of course not.
Let's put it this way. Not only did they end up making the budget 160 million this time instead of 100, they only made 238 million. It came out, I think, 2 years later and had probably the worst cast of all time.
Except for Uma Thurman.
No, that still wasn't great.
I mean, I think she did good as fucking Poison Ivy.
Chris O'Donnell got worse. George Clooney, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he could have made a serious role and they just said, make ice puns. That's all you need to do. Alicia Silverstone, not great.
I forgot she was in there as Batwoman, right?
Yes. She was like Alfred's like niece or something. It was also directed by Joel Schumacher. I don't think there's a better cut of this film. I'm going to be honest with you.
That movie was horrible.
Yep. No, it wasn't great. They had a sequel that they canceled after it came out.
Of course.
It
was all white and neon colors. Like neon was fucking everywhere.
Oh, I didn't know that. I forgot. Remember, there was also the Venom. Not
Oh
Venom.
yeah, yeah, it had Bane in there. It
Yeah,
had Bane.
yeah,
Oh my
right.
god, yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, no, it was dumb.
Oh my god, I forgot about how horrible that movie is.
Also, someone else was in this that I don't know if you know. John Glover.
As who?
Dr. J. He was the scientist that was deranged that made the
Uh,
Bane. He was in apparently Gremlins too. But I know him from Shazam. He was the dad.
uh, I had no idea about that.
And Smallville. No, this was a
Okay,
terrible
so Schwarzenegger without the suit on, the makeup was phenomenal.
I'm gonna be honest. I hate to say this. There was a point where I looked at him and I was like, um, I kind of feel like the way his makeup was put on, he looked kind of like an albino.
For sure. But I mean, it was the lighting as well. But
Oh, you want to know a stupid fact that I didn't know about till now? Coolio was in this, right? He was a cameo in a motorcycle race, one of the scenes, as Jonathan Crane, saying he was to reprise his role as Scarecrow in the next movie.
what?
I'm really
Negative,
glad.
negative, sir.
I'm really glad we didn't get that.
Negative, sir. Yeah, this movie was horrible. They
I'm
had
really.
ice skaters with hockey pucks.
It was like dumb. Welcome to the Ice Age. Oh my lord! We were getting.
Don't roast me for that fucking Schwarzenegger.
We're getting out of the terrible well, the early territory. We're gonna go into the better ones. We're not gonna go from each film, no. We're just gonna go basically on who's portrayed him since then.
Sure.
We have the next one after about almost 10-year hiatus because of that atrocity that came out and the killing of the franchise. We got the lovely, well, not the lovely. We got Christian Bale.
Yes.
And we had Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
Oh, I said Christopher Bale. Christian Bale and Christopher Nolan. Yeah, I'm gonna get toasted there. Christian Bale, when he first was announced, people were not sure about it. They thought he's not the right fit. You know who else we didn't think was the right fit? The last two Batman. I mean, some people still don't like Ben Affleck, but I come around to his character. I think his character was a good aged version.
I came around to it as well. At first, I was like, man, no way. But then when I saw him, I wanted more. I wanted more and didn't get more.
When I first heard about Ben Affleck being cast as, you know what? I'm gonna save that for the Ben Affleck section of this podcast. Okay. So we got Batman Begins, which came out in 2005. We got Batman: The Dark Knight. I know it's not called Batman. Who cares? The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as the Joker in 2008. And then 4 years later, we had Batman: The Dark Knight Rises. Listen, I've had a drink. Okay. Only one. It's becoming vengeful. The Dark Knight trilogy is probably, dare I say it, one of the best movie trilogies of all time.
I agree.
The difference is that Batman Begins, I don't watch very often on repeat because I just didn't find it that interesting compared to the sequels.
Right.
I've probably watched The Dark Knight probably 20 times since it came out.
I would say the reason why Batman Begins is so dope is it wasn't an origin story for the Batman. It was more grounded in reality. Like he get beat up and you can actually see his scars. Like
and the emotional weight to it too. And the score. Let's not forget the score by Hans Zimmer.
I would say out of the trilogy, that's the weakest one. Just because Ra's al Ghul, like a lot of people don't really know who he was. I think people got hyped at the end of the movie when they saw the Joker card.
Yeah.
But the other two was freaking phenomenal. And I know the third one get a lot of flack, but I still like the third one.
The third one had its. Third one was all right. I liked it. I just didn't like the fact that it was so long and they turned Bane into a punk ass sidekick. He wasn't the mastermind behind it all. Oh, let me just twist this ending real quick. You could have had Bane as been the final guy. You didn't have to twist it, like I'm just a pawn.
I feel like the way Bane was in that movie, he should have been the main villain.
And he was for most of it.
Right. But I mean, ultimately, he wasn't, though. It's just like you was just saying.
And then he died like a punk.
God, right. But yeah, Bane was too much of a dope character in that movie for him to have like just not been the real bad guy. Yeah, like that shit was dope.
Why are you reckoning?
Tom Hardy killed that joint, bro.
I know.
And he didn't have to have the whole venom and be all built and muscular. It was dope, man. The portrayal was amazing.
The downside is his feet were killing him after that movie because he had to wear like stilts to be more imposing.
Right. Either way, it was fucking dope. And Heath Ledger, bro, like
there's a reason he is the only actor who ever won a superhero Academy Award for posthumously, at least, for a superhero film. Yeah. No one else is. I don't even think Joaquin Phoenix won, did he?
I don't know, did he?
I don't know if he did, actually. I'm not. Maybe
he got an Academy Award.
So he won
for Best Actor. Yeah.
Oh wow, interesting. Okay. That's good to know. So both on-screen portrayals of the Joker in the 2010s were won. Yeah, I should tell you something.
Heath Ledger bodied that character, bro. Like,
imagine.
And he took some references from Jack Nicholson, right?
Yeah, then he did his own thing. Like you should when it comes to acting.
Right.
I don't know. I'll tell you who is an underrated character throughout the entire series, even though he wasn't really in it for the last two, was Scarecrow. Cillian Murphy. Underrated.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have done more with him, but he definitely was a good. Also, Michael Caine. Alfred,
yeah. But the trilogy, people, like you stated, like I think this is one of the best trilogies of our generation as far as like a superhero movie is concerned. Way more grounded in reality. We got to see some things we didn't see before, like legit Ra's al Ghul, Bane. All that shit was dope, man.
Yeah, that was some good stuff. Oh wait.
Oh, they got all three on HBO Max.
Well, yeah, because Warner, they don't always keep them on there though. That's the problem. Some people just want to watch the world burn. I got one more funny thing to say.
I think I watched The Dark Knight in theaters like 4 times.
I never saw it in theaters. When it came out, I was 10, and my dad was like, he had heard all these people talking about how dark and menacing it was, and he's like saying that it's borderline R-rated. I'm not taking you to go see this. And then he watched it himself and got it for me for Christmas. So on Christmas Eve, I stayed up until like 2 a.m. in the morning watching The Dark Knight. I was like, this is awesome. What are you talking about?
Right.
Oh.
No. I killed the bus driver.
Oh, no. I ain't killed the bus driver. Oh, this is... Ew. He said that in the film? That's so terrible. I'm reading some of the terrible puns from Mr. Freeze. And he said at some point, Adam and Evil.
Oh, referring to him in Poison Ivy.
Yes. Oh, let's kick some ice. Oh my god. No. No. Stay cool, bird boy. Oh my gosh. That movie sucks so bad. Oh, that's cool. So Batman Begins got an Oscar nomination for Best Cinematography.
I can see that.
No, yeah, I mean it's all right. Let's put it this way: the Batman Dark Knight trilogy made about 2 point something billion off its 3 films, even though Dark Knight Rises was not as good. I think it made more actually. Yeah, it made Dark Knight Rises made more money than the Dark Knight, but the Dark Knight was the first superhero film to make over $1 billion. Honestly, can we agree on something here? The Dark Knight really isn't his movie; it's the Joker's film.
Right. Of course.
I mean, we don't really see. I don't know. Okay, who's a better Bruce Wayne? Who's portrayed a better Bruce Wayne? I think it's Christian Bale.
I mean, it's only because he was really like a playboy. You talk about in The Dark Knight, right? When he was talking to Harvey Dent.
We either have that one. We kind of see it with Batman and Robin with the Bat credit card, but I'm not going to talk about that. I don't remember Batman Forever really having him doing much. And Returns in the first one, I don't think had him as Bruce Wayne, like almost hardly ever.
Yeah, Batman Forever, he was just like in the office and at the party when Nigma was showing off his invention. Mm-hmm. So I would say I would agree with you though, like with The Dark Knight, because he was really like a playboy. Like he shut down a production for the ballerinas, and then he like
being petty
said, hey, I own this hotel, or hey, I can like move a chair over here because I own it, like being pretentious Batman. So yeah, I think it was The Dark Knight.
I will say I think Ben Affleck's Batman, I don't know if we really got him enough times where he could.
No, I mean, think he just he was like
he was kind of Bruce Wayne when it was Batman v Superman. There was parts of it because that's also Batman's film. It's not Superman's. Superman has like 27 lines in that film. It's bullshit. He wasn't really in Suicide Squad other than being Batman. Justice League was hardly him being Bruce Wayne. The real Justice League, he obviously was more Bruce Wayne. Because when you get 4-hour movie, of course it's gonna have. But he wasn't like he was in a team of people. He wasn't focused on being, Bruce Wayne. He was focused on being Batman.
Right.
I completely forgot that Justice League came out last year.
Because it was garbage. Unless you mean the Snyder cut.
Yeah, the real Justice League film.
Oh, okay, for sure.
The only movie that came out in 2017 was Wonder Woman. That was it. No, I'm intrigued to see Ben Affleck back. We could talk about Ben Affleck and his films, but let's be honest. He's a different version of the character. He's really just playing, he's more old, he's more weathered, he's more brutal. People didn't like the fact that he killed in Batman v Superman. I didn't mind it. I was like, this is something different. Cool.
Right.
The only thing I had a downside on was this is Daredevil and he's about to play Batman. Oh God.
Yeah, although, it's like you were saying, like when I found out that Ben Affleck was going to be Batman, I was like, no.
You know what's crazy?
I think it's that way with all of the Batman. Like they announce who Batman is going to be, and everybody is like picturing them in like different like roles they played previously, and they're like, oh no, that person is not going to be as good as Batman. But then as soon as they see him suited up and things of that nature, like everything goes out the window.
It'd be funny. Imagine they do like a let's just say hypothetically they make a Batman like in Shakespeare time, right? And they bring back Ben Affleck, but he looks like he did in The Last Duel.
Jesus Christ. Blonde hair and all.
I mean, to be fair, he was a playboy in that movie. Always trying to get his shtick wet.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, oh man. I don't know. I'm excited to see what him coming back for at least the Flash. He seems like he's in a better place now. Like at the time when he was filming Justice League, he was going through a divorce, he was going through alcohol abuse, drugs, and well, maybe not drugs, but alcohol abuse for sure. And now, he's reformed, he's clean, he's looking healthier, he's lost some weight, and he might or may not be getting married to J-Lo.
Yeah.
So
they're definitely back together.
Yeah, no, I can't. I feel like they're gonna kill him off in the new Flash though, and that Michael Keaton's gonna be like the new Batman for this universe. Like maybe his universe got killed. I don't know.
I can see Michael Keaton playing an older Batman, like in the Batman Beyond movie.
There's no way they're gonna do this. If they do this, this is gonna be fucking wild. So there was a crossover event a couple years ago called Crisis on Infinite Earths. And Ezra Miller showed up as his version of the Flash in the Flash's TV show. Like they saw each other, interacted. The thing is that it erased all these different universes, like from existence, including Batman 1989 world. And it showed a mugger from the original movie in it, seeing the world go away. The only issue is that they also erased like the Titans universe and some other ones, like even 1966's Batman universe, because it had the guy who used to play Robin as an old man walking his dog in that one. And then Kevin Conroy was in that crossover too as a Batman who killed Superman.
Oh wow.
And he almost killed Supergirl. Point being, I don't think that'll happen, but if it does, and that's how Michael Keaton's in here, then I don't care how they do it. I don't. I just want to see. I mean, it's probably going to be because of Flashpoint, obviously.
Yeah, I'm stoked about that movie.
I want to see a real trailer for it though soon.
Yeah, DC need to get their shit together.
By the way, I'm also pretty sure that we're going to be getting Reverse Flash as the villain.
Of course. Yeah, they already spoiled that.
Whoa, hold up. I didn't know that Tamora Morrison, who played Aquaman's father, is going to be in The Flash.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Wait. No way. Michael Shannon, who played General Zod, and his second in command are also going to be in The Flash. What?
From which movie? From which
Batman?
Man
of Steel.
Superman movie?
Man of Steel.
Oh, okay.
What the hell is this list coming up as, man? That's crazy. I mean, I can't expect anything different. It is, oh my God. It is going to be, a multiversal film, so I can't get like too surprised by that, but still. You know what does interest me the most though about this? The fact that it's directed by the guy who directed it, Chapter 1 and 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, those are only two I've watched him. He's also directing or set to direct a live action adaptation of Attack on Titan.
For what, Netflix?
I believe no. I don't know. It doesn't say where he's doing it. Point being, yeah, that's okay. I'm getting too off topic here.
It's like the original Batman.
What?
I was watching the little snippet type thing for the Flash. It's pulling up the cover of the Batman car from the 1980s joint. From the 1980s.
I bet you that you are just like so excited for that.
Of course. Hell yeah.
Nostalgia. No, but I mean, we could talk about the fact that I know my best animated Batman.
You said
Lego Batman. The Lego Batman.
Oh,
no, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is what it sounds stupid, but I think that is the best Batman film.
Yeah, he's pretentious in that movie. Like, that movie is pretty dope.
He plays the best Bruce Wayne and Batman. And he's not afraid to make that is what would have been okay with the other Batman films. He makes fun of every single previous version beforehand.
Right.
Like, if I'm gonna have a movie that's gonna be comedic or be campy in any way, I need it to be campy, knowing, like, try to take itself seriously, but knowing itself and making jokes about its campiness.
Right.
Like that. That is one of the, like, I watched that movie in theaters when I saw it. Like, I saw it opening night because I'm a nerd,
Yeah.
and dude, I had a smile on my face from the time I got in that theater to the time, and then I was like, this is gold.
Yeah.
And I wish they'd make a sequel.
Yeah, the movie was dope.
Because it made $312 million off of an $80 million budget.
Boba Fett gonna be in the Flash.
Yep, that's Tamora Morrison, Arthur Curry's father. Aquaman. Wait, hold up. I know this is off topic, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be in both of those films. He's going to be in the Flash. Yep. He's going to be in the Flash in November, and then in Aquaman 2 in December.
Who?
Tamora Morrison.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, Amber Heard is also. Wow, Jason Momoa doesn't have a Wikipedia page. That's crazy. Well, you know what he does.
Jason Momoa.
Oh man, I don't know what the second one's gonna be like. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The second what?
Aquaman. I don't know what that's gonna be like. I mean, we get that what's his face wants to kill Aquaman again, but like, there's not any like new characters in here that are like, oh, we're gonna have here's how this is gonna go. But okay, what would you consider, out of all the animated movies you've watched with Batman, which one would you think is like top tier for you? I won't even say the best. I'll say like top tier, one that you probably watched the most.
The Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke. That is my lowest tier right there.
Really?
I hate it. I read the comics series first, and then I watched the movie. And the movie pissed me off so much.
Wow.
Because the first half of it makes no difference. It's just, also, Batman should really not be having sex with someone who's like 20, 30 years younger. There's like
why you hating on Batman?
No, I'm hating on the fact that they thought we needed more of a reason for him to go and save her when she gets shot and sexually assaulted by Joker in the original story that has nothing to do with what happened beforehand. They're just trying to add runtime to a film. And if they couldn't do it by itself and do it well, they shouldn't have even made the movie at all. Like, I liked the Killing Joke story. I liked it. It was great. I didn't need that first extra 30 minutes that was garbage. No, my favorite Batman, like one that's animated, and I have to say this, I can't say that it would be the Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2, because as good as that was, I watched one recently that I thought was the best one, which is Batman: The Long Halloween Part 1 and 2.
Oh yeah. I forgot. I totally forgot about those. Yeah,
those were fantastic. I loved watching those. The Soul. Oh, I didn't watch that one. I never watched Hush, although I've heard it's decent.
I watched Hush before.
I will say my favorite DC animated film, like, of all time that isn't Batman, is Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
I haven't seen that.
That shit's dope. You should watch it. It's on HBO Max.
Text it to me.
I will. Yeah, no. I mean, he's funny in the ones that are Justice League Dark because that's him. But I don't know. Gotham by Gaslight was all right. I didn't really care for it too much. It's just, I don't know. It wasn't my cup of tea. The Returns one is pretty close though. Not gonna lie. I tried watching Under the Red Hood, and I hated it.
I watched it. Yeah, I didn't really like it.
I hated it because the earlier ones, what they do is they'll tell you the first story, and then they'll just like they'll tell this like comic, and then they'll fill in the rest of the like 40 minutes with other shorts. And I'm like, I don't want no. If you can't do it in one movie, just don't. Oh,
Right.
I'm gonna tell you one last thing. Batman Gotham Knight. You remember that one?
Yeah.
It's 6 segments, and its continuity is the Nolan verse.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just like Batman Assault on Arkham is an Arkham verse movie.
Right.
But yeah, no. That's oh, and let's not talk about Injustice, one of the worst animated DC ones they've done so
Yeah,
far.
I didn't like that shit at all. I
Yeah,
think I
no.
got it on like DVD or something.
Injustice? You bought it on DVD.
No, it was given to me.
Someone gave you the newest Injustice film.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no, wait. Oh no. I'm thinking about something else. I did watch Injustice. I watched it on HBO Max, but no one gave me that.
Yeah, I was about to say, if they gave it to you, I mean, it's not the fact someone would have given it to you that would make no sense. Is that you would take it and not throw it away immediately.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't that one. I'm thinking about something like way back in the day.
But again, Kevin Conroy is probably pretty damn close to being the best voice actor, and Joker is Mark Hamill. Live action, Christian Bale is good to do. Christian Bale is the better Bruce Wayne. I think Ben Affleck might be the better Batman, though.
You think so?
Yes, because he's aged. He's not such like. Don't get me wrong, Christian Bale was pretty good at being Batman, but like, I don't know. I just hated hearing him talk as Batman with that. Where's the trigger?
I'll still give it to Michael Keaton.
All right, well, at least it's not George Clooney.
Hell no. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I can't give it to Val Kilmer.
I give it to Michael Keaton because although it was live action, I felt like it was still like I guess watching a comic book to where Christian Bale would definitely get it, but his Batman is like totally grounded in reality, which to me takes away from it being a comic book character. Like I get what Christopher Nolan was trying to do, but like I say, when I think Batman, I think comic book or animated series. So although the 1980s Batman wasn't like legit like pow pow punch like the old school joint, it still put me in the aspect of this is a comic book world and is whimsical in the aspect of gaudy buildings and it's all dark and black and the shit that Batman was doing, to whereas, like I say, the Christopher Nolan joints was just like I could walk down the street and see the Batmobile go by, and it just makes it normalized, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like a tank.
Right.
No, but I haven't read a review kind of for the new one.
Oh no.
Well, they said it's the darkest.
No. Don't tell me.
No, I'm not saying anything in it. I'm just saying they're clickbait. Darkest Dark Knight ever.
I was about to say, wait.
No, I'm not gonna read it out.
I seen it. I seen a bunch of them that said that's when I text you. I was like, bro, I know you read some of those reviews.
Yeah, no, I read like 2 of them, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back a little bit because I don't want to read anymore because they just all are saying different things, and I'm like, oh.
And plus, you get to see it in a couple hours.
Yeah, like 12, or I've seen it in 12, or no, not 12. I'll have seen it in like almost 24 hours.
You're a diehard fan because you had to pay $22 for that ticket.
Yes. I also am going to see it in Concord, which I've already said I dislike their seats enough, and I'm already going to go see it twice in the same theater. So, technically speaking, I have 3 tickets to it, but I'm gonna cancel one of the tickets. So,
for sure, if I do go see it again, I might go see it again on Sunday.
Yep. Yep. I hope this movie gets an Academy Award though. I just based off the trailers, the scenes just look so good.
Yeah, that movie's gonna be fucking phenomenal, man.
So we hope. And you know what I'm gonna do? You know what? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do as soon as we stop this recording because I don't want them to know about it.
For sure.
But that's been our Batman podcast. It's a little bit of rambling here and there, a little
Like
bit
we
of
always
bad
do.
puns. Hopefully you started drinking when I started saying Iceman puns because, I'm gonna just say to all my fans, it's very iced to see you.
Oh Jesus.
I can't drink anymore because I don't have anything else to drink. But you
You've had
guys,
enough to drink, sir.
I had one. I had one drink.
That's more than enough.
That's not enough to stop the puns. It's only enough to bring them out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Wasn't really an informative podcast, more so than just us talking about our personal opinions on certain things, even if some of our opinions are wrong. And you'll see us again on Thursday. Probably Friday morning because I got to edit the video. But
For sure.
we will have a non-spoiler ish podcast that won't be as long as this one.
Right.
Well, we're not. Listen, me and you can just spoil ourselves once we've talked about it because we've seen it. We don't need to spoil it for them.
Right.
More people listen if we're not spoiling it. But until next time, guys, which will be in a couple days, peace out, drink responsibly, and get to the job.
Oh no, God.
All right, peace
Thank
out.
God.